In this tutorial, you will create the model of the back cover of a toy monitor. Views and dimensions of Tutorial 1 is displayed in this slide. To start a new file, select Start. Next, select Mechanical Design. Now choose the wireframe and surface design from the contextual menu. The New Part dialog box is displayed. Enter the C11.1 in the Enter Part Name selection area, and choose OK. The base surface of this model will be created by extruding the sketch drawn on the ZEX plane. Choose the Sketch button, and select ZX plane from the specification tree. Draw the sketch of the base surface, as shown in figure, and exit the Sketcher workbench. Choose the Extrude button from the Surfaces toolbar. The Extruded Surface Definition dialog box will be displayed. Set the value of the limit 1 and the limit 2 spinners to 50. Choose OK from the Extruded Surface Definition dialog box. Next, you need draw a reference sketch that will be used to create two planes, and also the sketches that will be used to create a multi-section surface. Select the ZEX plane and invoke the Sketcher workbench. Draw the reference sketch, as shown in figure, and exit the Sketcher workbench. Create a plane normal to the curve. Invoke the Sketcher workbench using the newly created plane as the sketching plane. Draw the sketch, as shown in the slide, and exit the Sketcher workbench. Now, create another plane normal to the reference sketch. Invoke the Sketcher workbench using the newly created plane as the sketching plane. Draw the sketch and exit the Sketcher workbench. Next, you need to create the multi-section surface. Choose the Multi-section Surface button from the Surfaces toolbar. The Multi-section Surface Definition dialog box is displayed. Select both the rectangular sketches and set the closing points, if required. Invoke the Coupling tab, and choose the Vertices option from the Sections Coupling drop-down list. Choose the OK button from the Multi-section Surface Definition dialog box. Hide all the sketches and planes after the surface is generated. The model, after creating the multi-section surface, is displayed. Next, you need to create the surface on the right of the base surface. Select the top face of the base surface, and invoke the Sketcher workbench. Draw the sketch, and exit the Sketcher workbench. Extrude the newly drawn sketch using the Extrude Surface Definition dialog box by setting the values of the limit 1 spinner to 0 and the limit 2 spinner to 100. The model, after creating the extruded surface, is displayed. After creating the extruded surface, you need to mirror it about the ZEX plane. To do so, choose the Symmetry button from the Transformations toolbar. The Symmetry Definition dialog box is displayed, and you are prompted to select the element to be transformed by symmetry. Select the newly created extruded surface as the element to be mirrored. Next, you are prompted to select the reference point, line, or plane. Select the ZEX plane as the reference plane. The preview of the mirrored surface is displayed in the Geometry area. Choose the OK button. The model, after mirroring the extruded surface, is displayed. After creating the surfaces, you need to trim their unwanted portion using the Trim tool. To do so, choose the Trim button. Select the right extruded surface as the first element and base feature as the second element. The name of both the selected surfaces will be displayed in the trim elements selection areas. The preview of the trim surfaces is displayed in the geometry area. If they are not the same as required, you need to flip the directions to trim the other sides of the surfaces. Now choose the OK button. Similarly, trim the left extruded surface. After trimming the left extruded surface, you need to trim the unwanted portion of the base surface and the lofted surface. To do so, invoke the Trim Definition dialog box and select the base surface and the lofted surface as the surfaces to be trimmed. Choose the Other Side Previous Element button and choose the OK button. The model, after trimming the surfaces, is displayed. Next, you need to solidify the model using the Close Surface tool. For this, you need to invoke the Part Design workbench. To do so, select Start. Now select Mechanical Design from the contextual menu and select the Part Design from the cascading menu. You need to invoke the Surface-Based Features toolbar. If it is not displayed by default, choose the Close Surface button from it. The Close Surface Definition dialog box is displayed. Select the surface from the geometry area. The name of the surface is displayed in the Object to Close selection area. Choose the OK button from the Close Surface Definition dialog box. The surface body is solidified. Next, you need to hide the surface body. To do so, select Trim Point 3 from the specification tree and invoke the contextual menu. Choose the Hide/Show button from it. The display of the surface body is turned off. The model, after solidifying and hiding the surface body, is displayed. Next, you need to shell the feature by 1 mm. Choose the Shell button. Shell the feature by 1 mm, as discussed earlier. Now fillet the edges. The Edge Fillet tool is discussed in earlier tutorials. After filleting the edges, the final model is displayed.